Well, I just finished watching a Skit Guys video concerning dads on Father's Day. In this video, a pregnant young couple arrives at a house that is having a garage sale. And after making some small talk with the owner of the house, the father of the child-to-be asks, "What's it like to be a father?" The next 5 minutes are short skits about what it's like to be a father. And in all of them, the overwhelming theme is that a father is there for his family. I cried most of the way through it while laughing uncontrollably. If you're joining us in going through the 6-month reading plan through the book of Psalms, today's reading is Psalms chapters 141 and 142, and I encourage you to read those Psalms. Psalm 142 verses 1 through 3a say, "I cry aloud with my voice to the Lord. I make my supplication with my voice to the Lord. I pour out my complaint before him. I declare my trouble before him. When my spirit was overwhelmed within me, you knew my path." Well, many of us grew up during a time when fatherhood was not viewed in the same way as it is today. My maternal grandfather was the son of a sea captain, and he grew up on board sailing ships. But his mother and father were not his mother and father when they were on board ship. You see, my grandfather was a cabin boy from a very early age. And I remember him telling me that he never addressed his mother and father with anything other than Captain and Mrs. Blanchard, both while on board ship or off ship. My paternal grandfather was equally as gruff. In his house, all the rules were explicitly followed without question. And if you failed in some way, the punishment was swift and costly. Love was not a term that described the relationship my father had with his father. But both of those pictures of fatherhood are not the pictures of fatherhood that is presented in the scriptures. Fatherhood is not just being a taskmaster. Fatherhood is not executing punishment for some break of the rules. Fathership involves more than that. Fathership promotes a desire on the child's part to call him or her father for love and guidance and support. Now, many of us have never experienced that kind of father on the earth. And I think that's why we approach the theology concerning God in a very disjointed way. We present God in two ways to the world. The first is a God who is willing to send part of his creation to hell. The second is a way that is precisely the opposite. A father who only looks to give his child anything that he or she wants. But that is not God the Father in the scriptures. Yes, he holds us to a particular standard, but it's not an unreasonable standard in the sense that we do not know what's required of us. But on the other hand, he is a father to whom we can come and we can pour out our hearts and receive loving kindness. The father shown in the scriptures is one that we can emulate here on earth. Our world is floundering because our fathers are not functioning the way God shows us. We as fathers need to repent and learn to balance between discipline and freedom. Frankly, we need to learn how to love. And if you would like a PDF copy of this entire reading plan, please send an email to phineasjacobus@runningtohim.net.